morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and to everyone present in this historic morning, where we will commemorate one of the most significant part of our city's history during the Second World War, the 76th anniversary of the infamous battle that led to the freedom of this capital from the hands of our tormentors, the battle for Manila. We are here at the Fort Santiago inside the Intramuros walls, which was the citadel of powers during the colonial period. This exact fort was made as a prison facility in the Second World War. Our distinguished guests will now lay and offer their wreaths at the memorial cross, which is the symbol of our respect and remembrance to hundreds of lives lost due to atrocities during the war. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, may we request everyone to please rise for the Philippine National Anthem and wreath-laying rites to be led by the Philippine Navy ceremonial elements.
Tanghal. Ta! Mga pinuno, tanghal. Ta! Baba, ta, handa, dala, kalis. Baba, ta. Ginoo, handa na po ang balanghay para sa pag-aalay ng bulaklak. Pinuno, tap sa kanan, tap, sulong, kad.
We will now proceed to the offering of the wreaths. The representatives of different offices and agencies are kindly being requested to proceed in front of the respective wreaths for the offering. We will start with the wreath from the Intramuros administration, with Administrator Attorney Guilherme B. Asido offering. This event was made possible through the support and assistance of this agency under the Department of Tourism of the Philippines that is mandated to orderly restore, administer, and develop this historic walled area of Intramuros. The following wreath is from the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, represented by its Deputy Executive Director, Ms. Carminda R. Arevalo. The NHCP is the national agency responsible for the conservation and preservation of the country's historical legacies, with a vision of a Filipino society with citizens informed of their history, who love their country and are proud of their cultural heritage. It aims to inculcate awareness and appreciation of the noble deeds and ideals of our heroes and other illustrious Filipinos, to instill pride in the Filipino race and to rekindle the Filipino spirit through the lessons of history. The next wreath to be offered is from the Armed Forces of the Philippines, and it will be offered by the Rear Admiral Adeluis S. Bordado, Vice Commander, Philippine Navy. The AFP is responsible for upholding the sovereignty, supporting the Constitution, and defending the territory of the Republic of the Philippines against all enemies, foreign and domestic, advancing the national aims, interests, and policies, and planning the organization, maintenance, development, and deployment of its regular and citizen armed force for national security. We now go to the Embassy of the United States of America. The wreath will be offered by their Chargé d'Affaires, Mr. John C. Law. The United States of America played the protagonist role in the liberation of Manila. It is through the efforts of the American government forces that the city was finally liberated from the hands of the oppressor. Since then, the country became a significant partner of the Philippines, not only in the military and security aspect, but socio-economic as well. The next wreath is from the Embassy of Canada, represented by His Excellency Ambassador James Peter MacArthur. The people of the city of Manila will forever be grateful and will continue to honor those brave Canadians who made the supreme sacrifice in the name of freedom in the Second World War while serving the Allied forces in the Pacific Theater. Next is the wreath from the Embassy of the People's Republic of China. It will be offered by His Excellency Ambassador Wang Silian. They are among our closest allies in the region from the pre-colonial period up to the present. During the war, they chose to fight on the side of freedom and democracy with the Philippines and the United States of America. They shown deep concern to our country then, and they deserve to have our respect and gratitude in the name of justice and liberty. And now, the wreath from the Embassy of Australia to the Republic of the Philippines, to be offered by His Excellency Ambassador Stephen J. Robinson. It would be worthy for us to note that the Australians fought and died in the Philippines from the time of the U.S. surrender in 1942 until the country's final liberation in 1945. Australia's involvement in the Philippine campaigns may not be as well known as some of its other World War II campaigns, and it's now time to appropriately recognize the service of those who sacrificed their lives in helping to win the war in the Pacific. The next wreath will be coming from the Embassy of the United Mexican States to the Philippines. It will be offered by His Excellency Ambassador Gerardo Lozano Arredondo. Mexico played a major role in the liberation of Manila. A significant Mexican presence in the Philippines was a 201 Squadron during the Second World War. Mexico participated in the Pacific campaign against the Japanese with a contingent of the Mexican Expeditionary Air Force, which made airstrikes in Manila. And now, the wreath from the Vice Mayor of the City of Manila. and also the presiding officer of the Manila City Council, to be offered by the Honorable Vice Mayor, Dr. Maria Sheila Hani Lacuna Pangan. And the highlight of today's wreath offering would be coming from the Honorable Mayor of the City of Manila. Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Francisco Isko Moreno Domagoso, together with our military host, Captain Levi C. Carane, Philippine Navy General Staff Corps.
Pinuno. Tap sa kaliwa. Tap. Silong. Cut. Tanghal. Ta! Mga pinuno. Tanghal. Ta! Pinuno. Baba. Ta! Handa. Dala. Kalis. Baba. Pinuno. Harap sa kaliwa. Harap. Sulong. Kad. Pinuno. Sa kaliwa. Harap. Sulong. Kad. Tanghat. Ta! Pinuno. Tanghal. Ta! Pinuno. Baba. Ta! Handa. Dala. Kalis. Baba. Ta! Ginoo, tapos na po ang seremonya ng pag-aalay ng bulaklak. Yes, sir.